1, 2, the cut down. We're going to be talking about Oppo. We are going to be talking about Oppo. Yeah, Oppo 2020 product evolution. So we're going to be talking about Oppo X 2021, and we are going to be talking about their rollable screen technology. Ooh, man, that is interesting stuff. That is interesting stuff. And actually, you know what? It's I like these stuff. I like things like this, man. And it's just the whole metamorphosis, you know, the non-solid state smartphones, as I like to call this. I'm going to break it down all again because as someone that uses foldables, and I'm all into foldables, seeing what rollables and the potential of rollables as well, oh, it's got me hyped. It's got me hyped. So definitely we're going to break down. We're going to look at the different segmentations, and this is exciting. It's exciting, man. It's exciting. So let's see what's good. We're going to break it down, and we're going to go into what is it. And it says, well, this is what we have. Oppo 2020 product evolution, how Oppo shines a light on your ... Well, we have here, oh man, this is nuts. Okay, let's break it down. Well, Oppo already has plans to make sure holidays keep getting better. For example, too often during video calls and family members, the screen is too small, meaning that not everyone can be seen on the screen. Fortunately, Oppo X 2021 rollable concept handset has been debuted at the Oppo Innovation or Inno Day 2020, leading to continuously variable, that's mad, variable OLED display that measures as small as 6.7 inches, which is very reminiscent of a traditional maybe 19:9 aspect ratio, 19.5:9 or 20:9 aspect ratio smartphone that what you find on something like an iPhone 12 Pro Max, and it goes as large as 7.4 inches. Say goodbye to awkwardly leaving people out of on a call. Hello to everyone being included. Rotted. So this is something that I saw, and it was actually shout out to my boy Rick Aqua, because he's the one that added me on this. And I think this is a video from Ben Geskin, and it must have been posted from someone else and came through. But this is the concept of it, man. This is it live in action. Raw. Ooh, look at that. That looks so slick. I can't lie to you, that looks mad slick. I'm being serious. That does look mad slick. That looks hella slick. That's literally just looks like a normal phone, and then boom, press of a button. Hey, these transformer phones are wavy. Yeah. Come on. Yeah, that's gas. That's hype. That's actually hype. That's actually so hype. Let's look at that again. I think it looks nice, you know. Oh my days, look at that. Yeah. That's hard still. I like that. I really do like that. I'm feeling that. I'm actually feeling that. I'm low-key feeling that. Nah, I'm high-key feeling that. That's the best way I can put it, you know. That's sick. Okay, let's do the breakdown of what I think. I'm excited. The reason why I say this here, that this is now bringing the diversity to the non-solid state next generation experience of a smartphone hybrid tablet device. And as someone that uses a Z Fold 2, this is a great alternative, because it keeps the biggest advantage I'm seeing is it keeps that natural slim profile form factor that we know from a normal phone, but then it expands into that over 7-inch wider aspect ratio that we want from a tablet that gives that proper productivity, you know, that just that ability to open air, and the fact that you've got 3 apps panning through at the same time, you know, that's the expansion of the bigger display. And then boom, you've got the normal screen, right? I think this is just such an great alternative way. The normal 2 cents of concerns are always going to come down to durability. right? Durability is always going to be a point of concern because these are moving parts. I describe them as hybrid non-solid state. The reason why I say non-solid state is because I see these traditional slab phones as solid state because they are physically solid. There's no moving parts. There's solid in a fixed state, and that's how they operate. There's no moving parts at all. That's why you're able to get crazy IP68 and dust and water resistance, especially on things like the iPhone. You know, they're saying 6 meters for 30 minutes and stuff, and then the rest is like 1.5 meters for 30 minutes. Proper IP68, proper ingress protection, you see. So for the non-solid state devices that morph into either giving you more screen real estate for more productivity when you need it, or a more compact, a more smaller form factor that makes it easier to handle and transport, whether in your purse, your bag, your back pockets, your pockets in general, like the Z Flip, you know. So you've got outfold, like what you get with the Mate XS, and you've got the infold, like what you get with the Z Fold 2. Then you've got the vertical infold from the flip phone. And seeing this rollable tech, yes, you are going to definitely in the early days get into the same durability problems when it comes to lack of proper ingress protection, because you're dealing with moving parts, and you're dealing with potentially more moving parts that is based on motorized. So when it's motorized, like what you're seeing with the rollable tech, one, battery drain is potentially going to be a problem because you're going to get more moving parts that's going to require drain from the battery. Two, fail rate. How many times has it been tested, and how many times with the control testing of how many times they've done these moving parts translate to the real world? Because we know that real world translation is different to a controlled laboratory test of how these moving parts work, right? Two, screen durability. How durable is the screen? Now, we know Samsung have made great strides with the first generation ultra thin glass UTG glass for the Z Flip, as well as the Z Fold 2, right? So that's going to be something in question. How durable is the screen going to be? Because at least with the Fold 2, when you fold it, the outer display is your traditional Gorilla Glass Victus or Gorilla Glass 6, but the inner display is that ultra thin glass substrate UTG glass material that they're using. That is a bit more soft touch, but it's actually still very durable enough where I've still felt very confident to deal with it, right? But because it's a rollable tech, all the screen that you use is always going to be some form of soft touch material, so that's going to be in mind. Price, economy of scale. How quickly can they scale it up in terms of economy of scale to be able to make it accessible down to what we're used to in a more upper end flagship price phone, which I still don't necessarily like phones that cost more than £1,000 by principle, especially when we have phones like the OnePlus 80 in the UK that cost £550 for the base model, and then £650 for the 12 gig 256 gig. When you're getting all that phones like the FE, the Pixel, by principle, phones that cost £1,000 or more. But you're going to be doing that, man. These new generation rollable and obviously moving non-solid state phones are really doing it in their hybrid form factor, because it effectively does feel like you're paying for two products in one that works effectively really well. So that's my point. That's my point of concerns. I always want to put the point of concerns that I can think of off head right now. Anything else I can think of is that, really, in that sense, right? And how far the display technology can come in terms of things like high refresh rate, high resolution, brightness. What would be the limitations? Again, Samsung have made great strides with the fact they're using an LTPO display internally with quad high definition and 120 Hz at the same time on a bright AMOLED panel, and I love the inner display on here when it comes to it. This is such a great alternative. Because then you've got the in-fold flip, like what you get with the Z Flip. You've got the outfold, like what you have with the Mate XS, which is obviously we're still waiting on that for next, on the 22nd. I think they've got a conference for that. Then you've got the infold, like what you have with the Z Fold 2, and now you've got rollable. That's 4 categories of non-solid state based devices: foldable devices, changing state devices, hybrid devices that become phones and tablets, or phones in a much more compact nature. That is incredible to me. That such tech is coming out so soon right now. So Oppo, please follow through. My only request is to follow through. I know LG have got theirs as well, but I just want this to be like right now, the company that's giving me the most confidence in terms of actually following through and getting in customers' hands is Samsung. Oppo, I need you to come through as well and be one of these people that not just showcases the platform on your innovation day, not just like what Samsung did with their Infinity Flex platform when they showed at their developer conference, but a year on, bring it out to the public. Bring it out to the public, get into the real world, let us test it, let us critique it and see how it is, so that the next generation improves, the next generation improves. All the real world hiccups and pickups that the generation 1 of the Fold picked up is what has made the Fold 2 the experience it is right now. You won't find many second generation products improve so much based on not just what they already had planned, but also the feedback of the general public, whether it's the media, the general public that picked up on all the nuances that needed to be improved. So don't be scared, Oppo. All this through, bring this out to the public. Let's get hands on, because stuff like this, man, I can't type 4 categories of hybrid foldable devices. Bring it on. And those are my 2 cents, and those are my thoughts on the Oppo X 2021.